If you are over the age of 35, stop everything you're doing right now. After a lifetime of eating fatty foods, you may run the risks of a stroke or heart attack due to plaque buildup in your veins and arteries. To learn how you can reduce your risks, visit youthfountainlab.com or call 1-800-853-7856 today. This may be a life-changing call for you or someone you love. Thank you, and we hope to hear from you.
Greetings, Grand Rising family. I'm Dr. Jamille Sims, and I am a proud contributor to the African Diaspora News channel. I have great news today, and we need some great news. In fact, we have quite a bit of great news, and I'm going to start bringing you some good news. Can't always be negative. So what I want to say is I am very proud to announce that according to the marketplace, and there was some research that was done, we have surpassed whites and Asians in opening Black businesses. What do I mean? Well, of course, they won't open Black businesses. They open white and Asian businesses. But we have surpassed them in opening businesses during the pandemic. So according to the marketplace, they have found that, especially in Houston, Atlanta, New York, and I would say also in Los Angeles and plenty of other cities across the country, us Black people have started businesses during the pandemic or pandemic, however you want to say it. So this is great because it has shown that we know how to make lemonade out of lemons. We definitely do. And this is awesome because there was a surge in registering LLCs and nonprofits and things of that nature, S corps. We've been doing a doggone thing. And even though we realize, and according to the article, it states that we realize the inequities and discrimination when it comes to us opening businesses. We don't get the business loans. We don't get the support that we need that others get. We don't have that. So what a lot of people did was they took those stimulus checks and they turned them into a business, which is a good thing. You could have taken that money and you could have blown it on something that you didn't need. You could have spent it all on your bills that were past due, and there's nothing wrong with that because a lot of people were in a bad situation. But some of us, and according to this study, many of us took that stimulus money and made money with it and started these businesses. So we also understand that there is historic inequality. So that's part of the reason why we did it. And a lot of people lost their jobs. So this shows me that we can do it when we need to do it. When you put our back against the wall, we can absolutely turn things around. And I've also read that recently that a lot of people who stopped working during the pandemic have decided not to go back. They don't want to go back to working. They figured out a way to sustain themselves without having to punch that clock. And I think that that has a lot to do with our decision making. I want to remind you that out of the whole country, African American women have the highest amount of education. We have gone to school and taken over the doggone thing. And that's great. But you know what? If you have a degree and you have no business or no job to pay for that degree and all that hard work, you're just an educated person with no income. And that's not going to work because just like things flipped overnight with the Rona, they're going to flip overnight again. Mark my word. Things are going to change. Welcome to the new normal. And it's going to be changing over and over again. We need to get ready. They say we're 14% of the population, up from 12%. Maybe that's because of the new census, but I still know quite a few people that did not do that census. So I question the 14%. I think it's higher. Maybe it's 17%, maybe it's 20%. I don't know. But one thing I will tell you as a researcher is that statistics can be skewed. So depending on who's paying for the research, that sometimes dictates the outcome. And so this is just completely awesome. And I think that it says a lot about who we are and when we have our backs up against the wall, what we can do. Absolutely. We can create businesses, and we have. And now that these businesses have been created, we need to sustain these businesses. That means instead of going to Amazon, why don't you find out about your brother and sister? Go Google, go on the gram, find out who has a business. You may not need clothes. Everybody doesn't need to be fly. I will honestly tell you, I thought, hey, I got to look good all the time. No, at this point in my life, I don't have to have on designer clothes. At this point in my life, I am more concerned about where I lay my head than anything else, and leaving generational wealth for those in my family that come behind me. It's about generational wealth. And that doesn't come by having your hand out. That comes from hard work. These entrepreneurs, they are working 12, 14 hours a day. Sometimes they don't even know when they have a day off. There are times I have to ask, what's today? Is today Tuesday? Wait a minute, what is today? Today's Wednesday. Okay, see, I didn't plan that. I often don't even know what day it is. Why? Because I'm working, I'm grinding. I'm constantly grinding. I'm not trying to get the bag. I'm trying to push the needle so that I have something that after I'm gone, I want to enjoy my life here, but I want to be secure. Security is key. I want to know that my bills are paid. I want to know that my roof will stay over my head. I want to know that I can eat the foods that are good for me that God gave me. So, congratulations, Black family. We have done some things against the odds. Let me know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Hetepu, peace, shalom. May the Most High bless you.
These proceedings are concluded. This court is adjourned.
For all the shit I did for this motherfucking company,
You ever had a great idea stolen from you and didn't know how to go about getting justice? In Charles Ford's The Anatomy of a Corporate Lynching, he takes us behind the scenes of his public copyright and civil rights lawsuit against his employer, Con Edison. In this explosive page-turner, Ford writes of an idea he submitted being taken and used without credit or compensation. In a book where no names have been changed to protect the guilty, Ford details how he stood his ground legally against theft and racial discrimination. Ford's exploration of a corporate lynching attempt inspires readers to pursue justice and fight back legally in the face of corporate opposition and retaliation. The Anatomy of a Corporate Lynching is available on Amazon worldwide in paperback and on Kindle. Find Ford at author Charles Ford on Instagram.
Thank you for watching, and make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and check out the African Diaspora News Channel app in the Google Play and Apple App Store.